Hey guys, welcome back to Triple Play Sports Picks. My name is Adrian. Go ahead and do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Well, here at Triple Play, I took a couple extra days off, guys, as I've said it in my previous videos. I'm gonna be really busy, just trying to keep myself motivated by going to the gym a lot and trying to keep myself going, trying to be strong for my family. I've been working a lot as well, and but I still am putting my plays out there in my new Instagram profile, and it is 3P Sports Picks. And actually in my YouTube channel is the same name as my channel's name is, the same name in the Instagram profile. So go ahead and give me a follow, guys, and I still will be putting out my plays in the Instagram profile, guys. All right, so with that being said, guys, let's get started. I will be recapping the last few days that I missed, and let's get to it. And we're dating back to Tuesday, October the 19th. I'm gonna do a quick recap. So October the 19th, we went with the record of 3-3. A push day is better than a losing day, guys. All right. Wednesday, the same thing, another push day, 3-3. It's one of those things where you can't win them all, guys. I'd rather take a push than a losing day. And if you didn't tell some of my picks on Wednesday, I did post up 2 parlays, and those were my first time doing parlays in the videos. I did a Dodgers money line and over the 8 runs, but it didn't happen as the Dodgers ended up losing that game. But the second parlay I had going was over 8 runs in the Dodger game and over 9.5 runs for the Red Sox game. And guess what, guys? That parlay actually cashed, and it was sitting at plus 257. So if you guys tell that pick, I'm very excited because not bad for the first time putting on my parlays, and actually one of them hit, and that one was at 257. So thank you guys for telling those picks, and those were for Wednesday, October the 20th. Now we're getting to Thursday, last night, October the 21st. I had a few plays. I had one NBA game, I had a baseball game, and I had the Thursday night football game. So the first one I looked at was a plus 1.5 runs for the Braves. And, let me tell you, the Braves got off to a good start in the first inning where they hit a 2-run home run by Freddie Freeman. And that was the end of the Braves because the Dodgers came out swinging with the final score of Dodgers 11, Braves 2. So that one, I ended up picking the plus 1.5 Braves because overall, throughout the whole series, the Braves been covering the plus 1.5 runs. Even when the Dodgers actually won the first game, they covered as well. So that's why I picked that one, guys. But man, those Dodgers came out swinging, and they never looked back. And, I was really looking forward to Dodgers money line, but it was just too much juice. So that's why I went with the plus 1.5 Braves. So that one didn't hit, guys. Second pick we had going was the Mavericks game against the Atlanta Hawks. And we did a teaser for the Mavericks. We did the plus 7.5 points for the Mavericks and over 220. And that one didn't hit as well, as the final score was Mavericks 87, Hawks 113. So none of them went well because Mavericks didn't cover the spread and the over didn't hit as well. So those two didn't hit in the Thursday. Now for the third game, where I have something very interesting that I would like to say, and it was actually the Thursday night game. It was the Broncos versus Browns. And I had picked the -1 Cleveland Browns. There was so many injuries from both sides. And, I just went with the home team. So final score was Broncos 14, Cleveland 17. So they covered the -1. Now, the interesting part about this game is that, there's times where I actually follow some Twitter pics or whatever the case is about certain parlays or whatever's going on. This one was very interesting because I was actually rooting for the Browns as well, because there was some better out there that went for the Cleveland Browns to win that game. And with that pick, he was going to cash out big on a 14 parlay. And the Browns got it done, and he actually cashed. He risked $30,000, and because the Browns won, the Browns made him $1.3 million richer. So, man, that was a big hit for that guy. I'm happy for that guy, man, because you know how hard it is to hit 14 parlay. It's really hard. Not just that, he had a couple underdog picks, and that's even harder. But kudos to him, guys. So, man, that was a big win for that guy. So let's get to Friday's slate. Friday, October the 22nd. And I'm looking at one hockey game, one basketball game, and one baseball game. So the first one I'm looking at is a hockey game, and it's Boston Bruins versus the Buffalo Sabres. And the Buffalo Sabres are playing at home, and the money line for the Boston Bruins is at minus 225. Buffalo Sabres is sitting at plus 180. So that's a big plus money for the Sabres playing at home. And the Sabres been doing pretty good this year. They're undefeated so far in the early season. Boston Bruins, on the other hand, they have lost the last 3 games out of 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the plus 1.5 for the Buffalo Sabres, and it's sitting at minus 140. And you know what? I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of money on the Buffalo Sabre because it's sitting at plus 180 as an underdog. So I'm going to do plus 1.5. Buffalo Sabres money line sitting at plus 180. All right. And then the second game I'm looking at is it's a basketball game, and I'm looking at the Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns, and the points that the Lakers are sitting at minus 115 money line, and the under is at 221, and this basically is a pick'em game. I'm really liking the way the first game of the Lakers came out with Davis and LeBron James. I like the way they came out. As LeBron James scored 34, Davis 33. And you know what? Westbrook had a really rough start in the first game as a Laker. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. That's not the typical him. This guy's missed a triple-double. And, you know, facing the Phoenix Suns that actually knock off the Lakers last year in the playoffs, yet they didn't really have 100% Anthony Davis because he was actually going through an injury. And I honestly think that the Lakers are going to try to make a statement in this game. You know, this is going to be like a motivational game for the Lakers as they're going to try to bounce back. Both teams have suffered their first loss of the season, as the Suns did lose to the Nuggets and the Lakers did lose to the Warriors. But you know what? I think on this one, I think Westbrook bounces back. Anthony Davis has been actually playing good against the Suns. His last 4 games, he had 42 points. 25 points another game, 26, 24. You know, I think Davis plays pretty good against the Suns. So with this reason, I am going to choose the Lakers money line, sitting at minus 115. All right. Now, the last pick I have for you guys is the baseball game, and it is the Boston Red Sox versus Houston Astros. And Houston Astros are at home. And you know what? On the mound for the Red Sox is Nathan Eovaldi, and on the mound for the Astros is Luis Garcia. And the last time Nathan Eovaldi pitched against these Astros. He went 2/3 of an inning. He gave up 4 runs. The previous time he pitched before that, he was starting. He gave up 3 runs in 5.1 innings. And Luis Garcia, his last time pitching against the Red Sox, he pitched only 1 inning. He gave up 5 runs. Previous start was against the White Sox. He went 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 5 runs as well. So both of these pitchers haven't been like lights out. I don't trust either one of them. And you know what? For this reason, I am going to choose the over 8.5 runs, sitting at minus 135. And I feel like this is another good bet that I feel like is going to hit. And it's going to be a yes runs first inning, sitting at minus 115. I feel like this game is going to have a lot of runs. One of the reasons being because the last couple games from the Red Sox, they've only scored 3 runs in the last 2 games. And I feel like they're going to try to stay alive in this series as they are facing elimination. And on the other side, the Houston Astros are going to try to close it out. So for this reason, I am choosing the over 8.5 runs. And I'm going to do the yes runs first inning. All right, so let's get to the recap for Friday. So I'm doing the Buffalo Sabres plus 1.5. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the plus money sitting at plus 180. I'm doing the Lakers money line. And I'm also doing the over 8.5 runs for the Red Sox and Astros. And the last one, yes runs in the first inning. All right, guys, so thank you guys for tuning in. Let's hope we bounce back as, you know, we had our first losing game in over a week. So let's get a way to bounce back on this Friday, October 20, guys. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, guys, to make sure you take a look at my Instagram profile at 3P Sports Picks and give me a follow. Thanks, guys.